sense of loss, a sense of a sadness, you know?
Oh, basically I miss, seriously, if you say I miss the people.
Escape Theme Park, located at downtown East, held a special place in the hearts of many Singaporeans during its operations from 2001 to 2011. Here, we speak to Mr. Benny Lee, who was very much involved in the conceptualization and management of the park.
The work involved in planning the park started probably in the mid-90s when we wanted to redevelop downtown East. Previously it was called NTUC Resort. We actually went around, we did a lot of survey, we went around asking visitors what do they like to see. Many people asked that we should have a theme park or equivalent because they find that if they are going to spend a few nights here, one night they will probably be doing barbecue and then the rest of the time they don't have much to do. So they thought theme park would be very exciting. We got somebody from States, from US, in Orlando, who has been planning recreation, entertainment, theme parks and so on, right? And had a big plan mapped out for us. Escape Theme Park is not really big by international standard, but it's one of its kind then.
I joined in 2005. Okay, I started out as a guest relation officer.
What was your most memorable experience here?
So youth, right? They actually come here for dating. They take their wedding photos here. So for dating, all this kind of things. Sometimes they actually want to surprise their partner. Like okay, she never take this ride before. We actually pester. We actually go so okay, you take this ride, you will get roses.
So when we first opened, lots of people came, and especially the first couple of years, every day there were just long queues.
Most memorable should be sitting in the Viking ship with my friends who sat it for the first time. Quite a scary experience for them. And other than that, maybe the go-kart also is quite interesting.
Ms. Sakana also has fond memories of her time there.
We are all trained to be a very fun people. So actually, that's the best.
Escape Theme Park was the theme park of the day here in Singapore. It even played host to the filming of the popular television sitcom Under One Roof. Despite Escape Theme Park's success, the opening of Universal Studios Singapore in 2010 prompted the decision to redevelop the theme park.
So what are some reasons that you all had to close the theme park?
Park business is a tough one. The cost of starting up dry theme park is significantly higher than a water park, for instance. And then, of course, one of the big issues was space. You need to constantly change rides, and rides are very expensive. They could range from a few hundred thousands to millions of dollars. When we were looking at seeing what we can do to improve the park further, that's when news came out that Universal Studios is coming to Singapore, and that was how we decided that maybe it's about time we use the land for bigger water park, because water park was drawing more crowd than the theme park. Let the big boys do the dry park, and we concentrate on improving the water park.
It was quite enjoyable, but the only problem was that a lot of the rides are closed due to accidents, and I guess we stopped going after a few times. I guess USS is a bigger name. I have quite a lot of overseas friends, so I've never heard of Escape Theme Park, but they've heard of USS. So I guess USS might help Singapore a lot more also, and I guess they spend quite a lot more money on USS as well, considering how much larger the rides are and how much more attractive and how much they market it.
What was it like in the final few weeks and days of Escape Theme Park? What was the atmosphere like around the place?
The final sad very sad. One by one, the ride is gone. On my side, I felt that I lost friends and also our regular guests.
Of course, there's a sense of loss, a sense of a sadness, you know, that a big part of your work life is gone. But I think at the same time, we also look forward. We look forward to bigger things. Even before Escape, there was a big football field in the old side. Some people miss the football field, you know, but when the new Escape came about, they all get excited again. So I think when we refresh downtown East with the new chalet is built, people will appreciate the changes.
Despite the theme park's closing, efforts are being made to ensure that it will not be forgotten.
Some of the mementos, like things like the old tickets, uniform, caps, we still keep them. We still keep them. Maybe when we refresh downtown East, there may be a corner. In fact, we are talking about it now. There may be a corner to put some of these items there for people to remember the good old times.
You know, the National Heritage Board and like the National Archives, they don't really like keep any memories of Escape theme park. So what do you feel about that?
Looking at theme park or Escape in particular, it's not it doesn't have a very long history. So I'm not surprised, because then later on people will say, hey, what about keeping records, items from old playground? So if you really want to keep, then there's a lot of things they want to keep.
Many similar entertainment venues existed in Singapore's past, which were the theme parks of those generations. Many memories of these places have faded in older Singaporeans and are unheard of among the younger generation. Parallel to such places, will memories of Escape theme park fade with time too?
My younger days, you know, like Uncle Ringo kind of thing. Yeah, the teacup, you know.
During my childhood days, we had one in Kallang called the Wonderland. It's a bit like Escape, but it's the earlier generation kind of ride. They have a small coaster, coffee cup thing. It was really the 70s, 80s kind of ride. Very simple ride, but you still have a lot of fun, because back then they were quite high-tech, at least to us kids. So if you look at Escape theme park ride, they are very high-tech during that time. I mean, if you compare to currently, if you talk about better stuff, Galactica, they are all really, rides evolve over time. So if you give it another 10 years, it will be really something different.
The name of the theme park is also very much linked to the significance of the park in our history and society.
So our idea of the theme park then was a place for people to get away from the mundane work life, from school work.
I say escape is a very big word. You come to theme park and you distress everything. So that is how they actually think about escape theme park. So every time when they talk about escape, even now they have been I get some feedback that actually they thought water theme park, water theme park is actually an escape theme park. Oh, I thought it's closed, but it's actually they are talking about escape theme park. So yeah, the escape. Why change name? Then I say no, it's not change name. It's two different park. So the escape is actually caught their heart. Oh, over here only I can play. You know, that is, to them is that their playground.
Okay, it's quite significant since I spent quite a lot of good memories with my friends there. But to Singaporeans in general, I guess it serves more as a memory, as most people would go there once or twice.
Theme park has always been a recreational place for big groups of people, and that one whole generation, probably from 10 for about the last 10, 12 years that Escape was in operation. So during that period, I think we touched the life, touched the heart of a big group of people. Especially when we closed, people remember that 12 years back when they first came, they had good times.
Although Escape theme park has been demolished to make way for further plans for Downtown East, it will always live on in Singaporeans' hearts as a place where they could relax, have fun, and escape from their hectic lives. Here yesterday, gone today, remembered tomorrow, indeed.